breaking news, breaking news, breaking news.
Yeah.
Yo, check it out. Chopper, that was with Making a Band with Diddy, did a fire interview on the Art of Dialogue joint. Check this joint out. We're gonna do a reaction to it. I got my baby. She gonna be, you know, the feminine side, because I can't think with my feminine side, so I brought my feminine side. All right. So sit back, enjoy the intro, and we're gonna come in. All right.
Let's go.
All right, you know what it is. Unique Mecca Audio, man. Make sure you check out my daughter's new channel. Tell them where you at.
Juanita Mecca Audio, subscribe. You already know what it is.
And hit the notification bell.
Yes, make sure you do.
All right, but check. So we're going to play this joint here because Chopper was asked some questions about Diddy's. Did Diddy do it? You know what I mean? And let's see what he got to say, because, you know, he one that was outspoken and close to him.
Indeed. But speaking of that, though, the sex trafficking, how you feel about what Diddy is going through right now? They're accusing him of the same thing.
I'm gonna be all the way honest with you, and I'm gonna lay it down. You know, courtesy of this platform, it's the right thing to do. You know, well, let's get this clear. Young men out here like me, you know, getting money, doing their thing, loving themselves, you know, promoting their brand, living that rapper lifestyle, whatever lifestyle you're living, that's accumulating to some funds to make you feel like you having it your way. Check this out. If you fly a female from one state to you for the predecession of having sex with her, and things don't go right, you'll get charged for sex trafficking. So I want to let you know that. You dig? I didn't know that. You heard me? I didn't know if I fly a female to me for the reason of having sex with her, that's considered sex trafficking. I did not know that.
Now, what do you think about that from a female point of view?
I didn't know that either, honestly. But at the end of the day, just because you flying a female somewhere doesn't mean she has to do anything with you. She probably just wanted a free trip. At the end, you know what I mean? So you can't be mad at her.
No, but then she pressed charges saying that.
But that's because I think the charges come probably because you try to do something a little extra in between that because she said no. You know what I mean? Because his priorities, I ain't just saying him, anybody, priorities was probably a little different. Like, I know I just ain't paying all this money for you to come up over here and you ain't gonna let me touch it, smell it, nothing.
What does that have to do with sex trafficking?
Because they thought they was going to get some and they didn't get it. They thought they was going to get some and they ain't get it. So now the female, that's what it's going to. Because now the female, they mad because they done did what they did. Okay, this man flew me over here. I thought I was just going to be chilling. And now because we not chilling the way he wanted chill, now it's a problem. So now I'm about to report you. Some females be like that because now they know this man got some money. That probably was their problem.
Now you're talking, but that other crap you was just saying.
But you got to get to it because that's probably what it is that got them like that. Like, how you know that wasn't their plan all along? Trust and believe. These females know what they doing. They know who they got them flying them out there. And hello, Diddy. They know what this man got. They already probably heard what he did. So, of course, they're going to be about that. They're going to make all little plans to act like they're going to do what they're doing. They're going to erase all memory of anything that they said, whatever tread. So when they get there, they could play like, oh, no, I wasn't going to. And then, of course, that's how it goes down. That's how they get their money. They know.
Round of applause. That was good answer.
But I'm just saying, that's how they get their money. That's a real female how they going to get their money. They sneaky.
All right, round of applause. I'll take that one. Let's say the tip.
So I'm letting you guys know right now, you heard me? That's sex trafficking. Cool. Now that's out the way. So it's not human trafficking, because when people think about sex trafficking, they think like you're kidnapping kids and people, and no, that's not what it means. It just means that if you fly somebody from across state lines to have sex with them, it's sex trafficking. Cool. Now the Diddy situation, it goes like this here.
See, I would never have done anything like that, so that's probably why I never knew that's how it went down. But these females are smart. They doing their research before they even get there. You understand what I'm trying to say? So they knew what they was doing.
Nah, to be honest, I gotta agree with you. Gunshots.
I'm just saying, like, you know, why?
I don't agree.
Why? Go ahead, let me know. Let me know from man perspective.
They ain't that smart.
You always think a female ain't that smart.
I think they dumb as a bag of rocks.
They wasn't that dumb. They got that money, though, right?
I think they dumb as a bag of rocks.
They got that money.
We talking about a female that it took them 20 years to decide to sue them because it took them 20 years for them to grow. They could have took that 20 years that they sat there and waited to come out to get the bag. If they were smart back then, and they would have hit about 20 other big Diddy ears from back in the 80s and 90s when they said this occurred. But it took them 30 years to come up with a plan to get a bag for screwing a rapper.
But that's the ones that we know about. You gotta think about the ones that they did under the table. How many ones that you really think that you done heard about and they still wasn't getting paid?
Where the heck are you going?
But at the end of the day, a lot of these females, they probably got paid then though too. And then now it's coming back up because
Get
now it came
paid?
into the light.
No, but they're going for millions now. Look what Cassie
Exactly,
got.
because now it got
So it took Cassie 15 years.
She
It took
deserved
Cassie
more.
15 years to figure out how to get 30 million out of Diddy.
But no, I
It
told
took
you,
her
Cassie
15
was
years
different.
of
She actually
alleged
loved him.
ass whooping.
She loved
right?
him though.
Listen,
That's different.
See,
She loved him. That was different. I told
you know, I'm a man, so
She
I'm gonna say what love got to do with it.
No, she loved
What
him.
the
I
hell
told
love
you.
got to do
She
with
loved
it?
him. It's very different. Just because she loved him, she ain't want to leave right away. I told you she was with him for
15 years?
She was with him for so long. It had to be some good parts that made her want to stay. She wasn't
makes
just
no
going to go.
sense.
It does make sense to a female's mind. That's
Ah,
what she knew. That's
bunch
what
of
she
crap.
knew. That's the fact. That's what she knew. And you see how long it took for somebody to come into that household to get her to turn her eye on him. Because wasn't that boy her trainer or something, or his trainer?
Yeah.
Exactly. So she was never going to think about leaving because at the end of the day, it may have been dangerous, but it was also her safe place.
No. Hold on. How you know that she didn't just use him at that time to get out because the trainer was looking sexy or oiled up? She wanted to get a freak on, got a freak on, got caught up, and then the trainer told her, let's break out. You know what I mean? They broke out. Now they got their little bag they left with, but then Diddy cut them off. So now that he cut them off, now the trainer come back and he said, yo, baby, this is what we got to do. We're going to send them a letter saying that we're going to get them for all that beating you took for the 15 years you cried on my shoulder about. You know, so we could both get paid. So they now to go get a lawyer and they come back and then they sue him for all of this that was alleged consensual back then.
Gunshots. Hold on. Let me say this though. I actually agree with that because I've been said that dude was a little funny. What's his name? Alex. I've been said he was a little funny, and I did think that he was part of her trying to get into that because she left in the first place, not even caring.
When the
Got
bag
married,
ran
had 2
out.
babies and everything. So I really believe it was him that did convince her to do all that. But
There
I
you
don't
go.
think that was her
There you
initial
go.
thing and from the whole 15 years. You understand?
To be honest, if you look at Cassie, well, I don't know, maybe these are the old pictures, but even back then, in her eyes, she looked like she was in love.
She loved the man. That's what I'm
Yeah.
trying to tell you.
No, I gotta say that.
She did love the man, and she sat there and she took all that because she loved him that much.
So how's that
her
against the law?
No, that's not against
she
the law.
chose to stay there.
That's not against the law. But now
Oh.
what we talking about is that how that man is the one that got her to get that money. It was never because that was her intention from that whole 15 years. Her intentions for 15 years to love that man, and I'm pretty sure she prayed and she hoped
And
that he
knowing
would
that
change.
15 years, she couldn't break it off and say, I'm getting away from this nut.
She could have, but she probably believed in him that much that he could change. Because I'm pretty sure the
You
whole
gonna
15
believe in
years
you gonna
wasn't
believe in
like
the
that.
dude that much?
She's young and he was older than her. You never know.
No, I'm
You
asking
can't-
you. You gonna believe in the dude
I
that much?
have. I was like, I have.
Oh, you
I was like,
dumb as
I
a bag
have.
of
That
rocks.
don't make me dumb. That just makes me not wise at that moment. You understand what I'm trying to say? Not wise at that moment. But guess what? I always played catch up and I got back up. You understand what I'm trying to say? So regardless of what, that's just how a female's brain works. So, you know, we ain't gonna hate on that. But I do agree that he done insisted on her getting that money because he was never making that much bread in the first place.
We gonna move the hell on. You getting a little too deep.
I'm just saying.
I
for the
believe
female.
it's a double-edged sword. I'm gonna tell you why. It's bittersweet, bruh. Because the things that Diddy has done to so many artists on his label, is so diabolical.
Yo, what's the name of your YouTube channel?
Juanita Mecca Audio.
Oh,
You already know.
That's where y'all need to go subscribe.
You
Right?
already know. But hold on, he talking about that cheesecake. He was mad because you remember he had to work for that cheesecake?
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what he talking about right now. He says diabolical.
I think by being around Diddy for the time I've been around him, I think Diddy mean well. You dig? I think he mean well, but if you lived a certain lifestyle for so long. You stop treating people like human beings and you start treating people like objects. So this is what I would say. I would say he mean well. I don't think that his mission was to go out here and get accused for the things that they're chumping up on him. Mind you, it's prosecution. It's their job to chump up as many charges as they could to keep you in jail. That's their job. But I also think that it's a double-edged sword because ever since he went droid with that Ciroc company and that De Leon and all that, it's ironic how everything crashed on him, right? Think about that, right? But we're gonna put that to the side right quick, and I'm gonna continue to talk about my opinion about it. You heard me? So,
He's very articulate. He's very articulate and intelligent, and his comprehension and his deliverance is excellent. And that's why I wanted y'all to watch this video with me, because he's speaking real intelligent, but then he gets a little emotional a little bit down in the tape if this the right one. But we're gonna say right here, he's doing an excellent job. Excellent job.
so I feel like this with the Cassis situation. There is no doubt about it that he beat that girl. There's no doubt about it. Okay, but I also think about it like this here. As a celebrity, anything you say or do can be used against you in a court of celebrity. So you got to know you got the scope on you. I think Diddy forgot that he had 24/7 surveillance of a scope on him. Do I think Diddy is a sex trafficker? I don't. I'm sorry, but I don't. I've been around him. I kicked it with him. Now, would I say Diddy is a little left field, a little UFO-ish, a little X-File-ish? Absolutely. But do I think that he's what they're accusing him of? No, I don't. I'm sorry. And a lot of people can feel a way about Chop, but Chop gonna keep it real. I'm from uptown New Orleans. I've seen a lot, I've done a lot, and I can only keep it real. You dig? I don't think he's a sex trafficker. I just think he done so much that the universe tend to unravel the way it should. When you do right by people, it comes back right. And when you do wrong by people, you get what you deserve. I think at this moment in life, Diddy is getting the karma that he quite deserved, because when I went through that situation, I thought about everything that I was doing wrong that equivalated to what happened to me. I said, oh, okay, it's time for me to eat the karma cake. And I think that at this moment, it's time for Diddy to eat the karma cake, courtesy of the artists that he has milked. You know what I mean? The artists that he milked, the Craig Max, the Biggest, the band, Danny the Kane, Shine, Black Rob, just it's only a certain amount of time, Brad, towards you can take to the universe just reverse that. And I think it's just time for him to get the humble pie, and the universe is basically taking what he has been taking for all these years. And I think that's what's going on. I think it's more of a universal situation. I don't think that Diddy is a bad person or he's out there. Now, R. Kelly, Lord knows I love R. Kelly music. King of R&B, no doubt about it. But R. Kelly have real mental issue problems. So I can understand that situation. Got it. But Diddy, I can't logically put two and two together to make it seem like he's just this evil person. Is he a scamming, maybe left field with whatever, you know what I mean though? Left field, all that there? Absolutely. Is he a freak? Absolutely. But is it really a crime to be a freak though? So when people josing, be josing and laughing about him having 1,000 Earl bottles and baby Earl bottles and all that, so what? That's his personal space. I'm not taking up for the man because he didn't do 100% right by me. I'm just saying right is right and wrong is wrong. And it's funny how us black society, human beings, we hate that the white man do this and do that and has done this and that to us, but yet and still when another black man is in a situation, they are shooting him down more than the white people are. And I think that that's so wrong, that's just my opinion. So did he do what he did to Cassie? Yes. But did he do a million other things that people are accusing him of? I think it's a money pit. And I think it's bigger than what it seems. I think it's more like the big dogs is smashing his twin towers. I don't really quite think it has nothing to do with what they making it. I think it's the big dogs that said, all right, enough is enough. Get him out of here. And I think that's what's going on. So Diddy's fighting a bigger juggernaut than himself. I think he bit the hand that fed him. And he's paying for it, because at the end of the day, they still showing him, regardless of what, you're still a nigga. To me, I think this situation is showing him you're still a nigga. Period. You're still a nigga. They showed him he's still a nigga. And that's crazy. But it's life. You know, he bit the hand that fed him, and that's what's out. Plus the universe. Plus the things he done, you know. So I think Diddy, if he come out, which I feel like he will, you did, because I went through that situation, you heard me? So I can sit up here and be a testimony to say they are chumping up charges. I don't think he's going to get charged with everything that they're giving him, but I think he's definitely going to get charged with something. That's just my opinion. So that's how I feel about that, with that sex trafficking situation, you know.
But why you feel like it's deeper than what it seems?
Because I mean, the game is to be sold and not told, so I can't sit up here and just be snitching. And I don't even call it snitching, but I can't speak on things that isn't my business, you know, courtesy of just my upbringing. You know, I was raised around my daddy. You know, he always told me, never indulge too much on business that don't belong to you. So I'm not going to do that. And this is what I'm going to say to make it sound fair to us. I would say at the end of the day is he went up against the juggernauts, that liquor company, bro. I'm gonna still say that, regardless of what, because everything was all fine and dandy until he went to war with that liquor company, and that's just my opinion. I don't think it has nothing to do with the Cassie situation. I'm gonna say, yeah, okay, you got that, you know, because that's on film, you know, so you got that, brother. But everything else is kind of like, it's the Me Too movement, and you know how that goes. The Me Too movement is a motherfucker. You know, Bill Cosby got hit. He got hit with charges 40, 50 damn near years later. You know what I'm saying? Courtesy of the Me Too movement. You did. But before that, Bill.
That's what I meant by when I said that it took him 20 years, like it took Cassie 15 years, so she couldn't have been that smart because she could have got the money from back then. Those women went back in Bill Cosby 40 years, so it took them 40 years to figure out how to get the bag out the pudding, man.
I agree with that, but not on Cassie's part per se. Like I said,
Nah,
because I
I
don't think I
never
was
put
her
on
teacher.
Cassie. I'm just
But
talking about
the
overall.
females in general, yes.
Yeah.
But I agree with everything he said, because like his
And that's
whole
why I didn't
ending,
stop him.
yeah, because he was speaking nothing but facts right there. Everything he said was 100. Like, I agree with that. We're gonna give him a round of applause for that one. That was good. I
Alright.
like that. And the fact that he said Diddy didn't even do him 100% right, which we all know of, because he was supposed to help him with the little court case and everything too, even when he was on the show. You remember? And he's still standing 10 toes down on what he's saying, and he's not even really going completely saying that he think he's like that. But we know he's a little shaky. But we know he ain't that crazy. Like, come on now. Like, he got too much money, I believe, to kind of just be, I don't know. You know, like I said, we going to see what happens and how it all plays out. Proven guilty until innocent, right? Innocent until guilty. I said the same thing last time, but y'all know what I'm trying to say.
Cosby was trying to buy into what company was that? You remember? You know? He was trying to buy into a.
I want to say CBS.
There you go. Right. He was trying to buy into a company. The moment you're trying to empower something, that's when it's time to, you know, chop your limbs. So I think things is bigger than what it seems. You know, and I'm a logic man. I read. So I know things, you know, is bigger than what it seems. I don't look at things from how I see it. I look at things of how it is. And how it looks like to me is Diddy would have been just fine if he ain't go to war with them people. And that's just my opinion. Because they let him ride all these years with everything else he was doing besides when that happened. You know, and that's just, yeah, fucking right. So think about that, brother. Think about that. You heard me? They let him ride with everything else. Diddy got away with murder for so long, especially what he did to artists. That nigga made $30 million from the band and got away with it. Can you imagine what he did with everybody else? Biggie? Loon? Miz? Come on, bruh. You know, so at the end of the day, all I'm gonna say, Black Rob, though, you know, and shout out to Black Rob and rest in peace to him. I don't know. I just felt like in my mind, he's just getting a piece of the humble pie. And it's just, and it was time for him to get a piece of the humble pie, because there's only a certain amount of time you can be a winner. You know, there's only a certain amount of time towards you can keep winning.
All right. So what do you think about that, in your opinion?
I think he's had everything perfectly. And it's true, though. At the end of the day, he did that nice, because you got to think, how much money has he actually held from these artists? You understand? So at the end of the day, karma going to hit you one way or another. If it ain't going to take your pockets, it's going to take your time, or it may take both. But karma going to get you at the end. This is what he deserves right now, unfortunately. But you know, you gotta get what you reap.
Okay, I like that. Make sure you subscribe where?
Juanita Mecca Audio, and make sure you put on the what is that? The little button. Make sure you keep doing
The icon.
The icon. You see, I'm new to this.
For the bell.
Thank you, please.
All right.
Out of here.
Cheers, cheers, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in hall. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squealing to the cops, make an audio. Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. Baby horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community yours, so we can get back to the cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime. Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in hall. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. An Instagram page and a YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. Did not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squealing to the cops, make an audio.